Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, music fans from around the world, you know the vibes, my tribe. A hearty hello there and welcome to Shy Native Radio, live from the Res every Tuesday, 9 to 10 p.m. Yes, you can stream the show on several platforms. Check us out on our Facebook page, Shy Native Entertainment, on YouTube at Ideal Raps, and last but not least on Twitter at ThroneC. We've expanded our reach, so if you miss us live and you want to listen to this on podcast format, visit anchor.fm for a list of everywhere Shy Native Radio Live from the Res is found. Catch it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and of course, Apple. I'm your player partner, pal, that lusty Leo with too much libido, and you can follow me on all social media at Ideal Raps. Just wanted to let y'all know Shy Native Radio is brought to you in sponsorship with the good people over at Ever Revolve. Make sure you hit them up at everrevolve.com as well as Ever Revolve Studios, and they'll hook you up with their Chicago music collective willing to hook you up, man. They got the posts on everything, so man, the good people over there,
doing
man.
Big things.
Yes. With that being said, I'm joined alongside tonight with my marvelous, interesting, and fantastic co-host, ThroneC, Words, and Mike Logic. What's going on, everybody?
What's up? It's Tuesday. Thank you all for tuning in. Arlene, we see you. What's up, Jeremy? Thank you so much. Rocky, hi. It's Tuesday, second favorite night of the work week, because you get to come here, kick it with us, and hopefully unwind, have a good time, and hear us talk some ish. What's up? How y'all doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to be back. Another Tuesday in the books. What up, tribe?
What's up, everybody? Yeah, definitely happy to be back. Glad you guys come kick it with us, chill out for an hour plus, and listen to some shenanigans that I'm sure you're about to hear.
Yes, we got a fantastic show for you guys tonight. As you know, we like to get into our what's going on. We got to champion the chumps because there's always somebody doing something out here, and
Right.
does it get even worse than doing it, referring to yourself in third person?
This champion.
I love it.
Man, the internet is wild.
This dude might take the cake.
The internet is undefeated. I love it. Social media, it's the greatest thing since the invention of sliced bread.
This dude.
We had a boxing match this past weekend. We got the news in the NFL. What's going on? It gets worse and worse by the day, and I think we might want to talk. As well as you guys. You guys are obviously welcome to jump in.
And you guys
Is it,
out there.
the Watson?
Yeah, with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
We got brand new music we'll be playing for y'all this week. We got King Arthur and Zach Nivs-Nori, and it's called Molotov. Yep. We got Vertigo by Rose, which is hot as well. And we also got Chosen by I Am God. It was produced by Custom Made, and it's got Brittany Carter on there and Olive Blue.
Yes.
Hot.
We also got to talk about that UFC fight about boy talking about dildos and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I had to go. I tagged you and Rocky. I was like, I don't know what's going on in your sport.
We got to talk about that, too. That'll be later on in sports, guys. Stay tuned.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to make no jokes.
It's tough because I had a couple jokes and I realized earlier, I was like, I can't make them.
Nah, they're not in good taste.
They're not in good taste. And when you got to ask yourself, am I toeing the line? You just got to leave that one alone.
Yeah.
And in all sincerity, though, I was thinking myself this past week, everyone out there, and we appreciate y'all checking in, tuning in with us.
What up, Bill?
It's so long from when we talked to you guys on Tuesday to like this Tuesday. Like so much happens in the world, and I was almost thinking of like we should do like a weekly recap of like real briefly, and like this was the highlights of the lowlights. And you know, the one thing that obviously stood out was there was 2 massive shootings in the past 6 days.
That's it. 6 days. It's literally been 7 days since we've seen y'all.
Wild.
2 of them. And it is insane.
The world is a vampire.
Yeah.
What was I know the one from the grocery store, Colorado. What was the
other one that happened?
The
spa.
That's right.
In Atlanta.
That's right.
A 21-year-old Robert Aaron Long of Woodstock, he'd been charged in the Atlanta area spa shooting, killing 8 people. Shootings took place shortly before 6 p.m. local time at Golden Massage Spa and the Aromatherapy Spa in Atlanta. And then another shooting took place about an hour earlier at Young's Asian Massage Parlor near the Atlanta suburb of Acworth. Long told police that Tuesday's attack was not racially motivated. He claimed to have a sex addiction, and authorities said he apparently lashed out at what he saw as sources of temptation. On top of it, Cherokee County Sheriff Captain Jay Baker told reporters Long had a really bad day, and this is what he did.
That's what Jeremy's out there saying. Just people having bad days, I guess. Sarcasm.
Sheriff Frank Reynolds said it was too early to tell if the attack was racially motivated, but the indicators right now are it may not be. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms said that regardless of the shooter's motivation, it is unacceptable, it is hateful, and it has to stop. I mean, that last thing, it has to stop. This is just insanity. And to make it, there's always excuses extended, and there's absolutely no excuse at all for this. So I don't know. There was a different tone. So we're gonna get into, obviously now. We talked about the Colorado shooting that just happened.
Yeah.
If you're watching all social media around this Colorado shooting, it's this is terrible. Can't believe it happened. Oh, poor us, and look at us. But that tone wasn't the same for the other shooting. It seemed like to me that nothing that I saw covered. So it's just insane to me. Where do we go from here, folks? It's 2021. This madness, this insanity has to stop. I don't even think about like gun control anymore. Like, what do we do here?
Okay.
This is insane because everyone deserves the right. If I was going out that day and I was gonna have something, just going to get my dinner made for my family, and then I get shot and killed, or I witness a bunch of people massacred.
In my opinion, from what I see, right, I'm not, it's a fine line to walk, right, because people have their own theories of what gun control should be. I think most people I would like to assume that most people will agree with this, but I think mental health is a big thing, and if we can somehow track or have a little stricter way of analyzing somebody's psyche when they're purchasing firearms and how these firearms are exchanged, I think that's maybe a start. I'm not saying that's the solution, but I feel like that's a start, and kind of avoiding some stuff, because I know the Colorado shooter, the grocery store dude, he was kind of off his mind apparently. So I think that's a start, but again, that's not a solution. I just feel like we need to screen people a little bit more in regards to.
I hear you, but it's like we've been talking about that forever, though, right? They're still fighting over like the proper time frame and this and that. It's like,
and it
just
doesn't
get it
make
done.
sense.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
I
So
feel
that
like that's
everyone
logical,
can't just have that easy access to getting it.
Yeah.
Yes, Pat. You know what? It's just like getting a driver's license. You've got to kind of go through a couple loopholes to get it. You got to jump through a couple things, figure this out, take the test. You got to be behind the wheel, do some hours.
Show that you're coherent and knowledgeable enough to carry this, this firearm.
So I got a couple things.
Okay.
I think it's extremely easy for people to get guns. Way easier than it should be, but I don't think there's really anything that in the long run that they're going to do anything about. I think it's just talking points. Also, people keep blaming everything on mental health, and I understand that mental health's a big issue. I get that. This guy was having a bad day. The spy guy was having a bad day.
Everything can't be just because
if I lose a couple,
I have a bad day too.
If I lose a couple hundred on FanDuel in the night, turns out to be a bad day for me. I'm not going on a shooting spree.
Shooting spree. Yeah,
shooting
definitely
spree.
not.
And the other thing is, both these guys, the spy guy and the latest shooter, they're both alive, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they taken alive?
So that's interesting that you said that. David Pollock asked, why do cops tend to capture mass shooters alive, but people like George Floyd trying to pass a fake 20 or Eric Gardner choosing to sell, loose cigarettes get murdered? Or someone just getting simply pulled over for a traffic violation.
And he also said as well, and I kind of feel like certain guns, it's like, you don't really need those.
Yeah, you don't need an extendo clip. Yeah, you don't need an extendo clip on an AR, bro. Like, chill out, bro. You going to war with what? Zombies, bro? Chill out.
When them redcoats come with calling, I'll be ready.
Well, good luck having this argument with gun enthusiasts, because they're not going to listen.
No.
Because you're taking away a right from them. It's their right to own an AR-15.
Definitely. I mean, I'm not.
Jeremy says, thanks for describing your ideal bad day, Mike.
I've had a couple bad days recently.
You could have mixed in there with something, they're getting your order wrong somewhere else, and then this is the worst day ever. You had a bad day.
Well, I didn't want to make too big of a deal about it because we're talking about something serious here.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like this whole I had a bad day thing, I don't understand the sex addiction thing at all. How that triggers something in your mind that I got to go start killing people.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
and a specific,
it's all excuses.
A specific location. of businesses.
I'm trying my best not to make light of the situation, but I'm not gonna sit by and let you idly just soil the good name of sex because you got some issues.
Right? I mean, come on. Who says that's how I choose to take out
Ain't
my
gonna ruin my
frustration?
fun time.
Come on, man.
How dare you? It's like the times Michael would be out there. He's like, "Oh, they got such and such. Maybe they got too high. They got too drunk." I was like, "Whoa, that's on them. Don't put that on them."
Yeah, on everybody else. Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
No, it's
Not
crazy.
everybody can
Enough
handle
is
their
enough
high
of this.
or their liquor.
Yeah, that's facts. That's
Enough
facts.
enough is enough already, people, man. It's 2021. There's all types of people here, and there's enough space for everybody. I don't know. Like, yeah, it just needs to end. It's kind of sad that.
But we also got to stop with the I can't believe they did this, because we see it all
I'm
the
not
time.
saying
what
that.
I think this really leads to is the bigger notion of like, I think certain people have not been conditioned, regarding their environment they've grown up in and whatnot. But it really gets back to the fact you have to be aware of your surroundings. Like, I myself, sometimes I like to throw in some headphones if I'm going to the store to do grocery shopping. Maybe you don't do that no more.
That's
Maybe
true.
when where you're going, you got to be cognizant of the exits and this and that. And then maybe it brings up the bigger notion. Maybe you need to get strapped yourself.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about gun rights. On the other hand, wouldn't it have been nice if somebody inside the spa or the shopping center had a piece on them and knew how to use it and was able to de-escalate this situation? And
It's like my man.
I think if someone's coming in there and just there's no de-escalating. You're gonna have to shoot to kill.
rather be
I mean,
caught
at
with
that
it than
point.
caught without one. Was that where you're going?
No. In the line of Thurston Howell the third, whether it's guns or pussy, I know when to pull out.
Hey, David said good thing about COVID kept crazy people in. Now that it's a little safer, here come the shooters. And I was like, wow, I
a good point,
see
David.
that several times today though on social media, that kind of idea or notion that like, here we go. Now that people are loosening up on restrictions, everyone's coming back outside.
Yeah, this
now we're going to be dealing with
It's
this.
like such a double because now I'm like, man, now I really gotta go get it. But then I really don't feel comfortable being a man of color carrying a gun either. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's
I
tough.
for
understand
sure.
that.
For sure.
And this, I feel like, that's a good point, that the pandemic has made a lot of these people cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think just being locked down, a lot of things, also a lot of services being shut down because of COVID, right? A lot of
Yes.
people not having access to their meds or whatever the case may be, in order to function. Already with the anxiety of being locked in your crib for X amount of time, like that's also, added on to added pressure in life. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not getting access to your meds. You're in your crib. You're locked down. That's going to build a certain level of, for people who are not mentally stable, like it's going to push you over the top. So who knows what effects this pandemic is going to have
And
on, afterwards.
What's good, Paul?
And I've been saying it. You can't stop or predict crazy. Crazy is just gonna happen. So you yourself have to be ready. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get a FOID card, and I'm gonna have to start learning how to hit the target.
Hit a target.
Oh Lord!
Play some
You know
Call of
what?
Duty, bro.
No, you can't. You
Nah,
cannot.
I've shot in the
Shout out
foot.
to my
You
Warzone
can't
guys
even
out there.
see a pothole, and the last thing you need in your hands is
Oh,
a gun,
man.
because you'll end up shooting something off of you.
You gonna cheddar bob himself?
Nah, I've shot a
Yes.
44 mag. That thing has some kickback.
Holla at your boy on Call of Duty, bro.
You got to shoot with two hands.
Level prestige. I am on prestige.
It's not like the
He's on
movies.
prestige.
It's not like the movies where you see them aiming
They don't
the
know when they
45
no.
with one hand.
Nobody was a 45 like that in the movies.
John Wick probably.
You pointing the gun
Oh,
sideways?
Lord.
Yeah, I mean these are movies
Good
I grew
luck.
up watching.
Good luck hitting your target that way.
That's why it's a movie. Don't try this at home.
You mean when they're like flying through the air and they're like, blue, blue.
There you go. Shooting two guns at
Like
yeah.
the Matrix.
The Matrix, Last Action Hero with
You know what?
Schwarzenegger.
We went off cue there. Terrible stuff going on. It's disgusting. I don't know what else to do. People are the hate that you breed. You keep breeding it into people. It's just horrible, and people are nasty.
What up,
else
Paul?
can I say?
We're the
People are
worst of the
nasty.
worst, man. We really are. But if you ask me for old medieval tactics, you can't go better than. I'm not even gonna make the joke.
Like, what?
I was then as a poor taste again.
That's the first segue he didn't land.
And then, but you heard a couple.
He just made history, y'all. You just witnessed history. The
I-
first
I-
segue.
I pulled out. I was that way as a note.
Abort mission. Abort mission.
Artists that want to be a part of the show, it is Shy Native Radio live from the Res. We're live every Tuesday, 9 to 10 p.m. Make sure you're checking us out. Like everyone else out there, shout out to y'all, whatever platform you're watching this on. Facebook page, Shy Native Entertainment. YouTube at Ideal Raps. And on Twitter at Throne C. Artists that want to be a part of this show, make sure you send your music to ShyNativeRadio@gmail.com. That's exactly what this next artist did. It's King Arthur and Zagniv Nori. And the song is called Molotov. Yeah, y'all know what it is. Shy Native Radio. Let's go.
Best is zagging off, blew your chest and spans across the track and sparked the massive thoughts. A new threat to crash your fortress at the office, stacking chips with the baddest whiz, laughing bliss, enjoying life, regal with some happy kids. Crumble equipped with minds of grace, the grungy grip we trying to make. Gunners clicking balance breaks, crumble clicks and silence face, dumping strip the crown that breaks. Sun eclipse and shine awake. This generation's pointing bits from 98, leave you dead in the middle of Columbia, sniffing your budget up, divvy the numbers up, clipping your tummy bust, rivet and cover struck. Criminal undercuts, you dealing with the realness of these killers who pillage, building another rut. What is up? Pen is sharp and extended cartridge, blend the darkness as lightning appears. It strikes the temple marking the threat of monsters that decapitate your head in war with whoever sparring deadly carnage. We forever swordsmen. The rap game became a danger when we came connected. Save your brethren as fatal lessons with slaying records. Rage ejected as we gave the message. Major weapons. Whoever's sleeping better pay attention.
Yo, moving forward, Arthur, you gotta back up off of my art. Magna Carta, slang talk, Capadonna, got an anaconda, but nothing less than a Magna Rocker. With more than 100,000, even after you add the commas, massive dollars. Add a bomb thoughts, Trinity Project process, crafted a catalog. Gap palm, that manifesting your bad karma, smash armor, that penetrated your fake badge of honor with that trauma. The KK clan droppers hop the fence and ran from the coppers. What's the problem? Second Street, high speed dog. Even if I'm off and sloppy, I know my kamikaze Aki got me. And the Shanti look alike. Down for me, even if my pockets wasn't looking right. Bow to G cavalry, all here. The line in the sand drawn clear. Sun is fully out on clap season all year.
The rap game became a danger when we came connected. Save your brethren as fatal lessons with slaying records. Rage injected as we gave the message. Major weapons. Whoever's sleeping better pay attention.
Yes, that was King Arthur and Zagniv Nori, and this song is called Molotov, and it's off his album called Killer's Manual. Make sure you follow him on Twitter and IG at King Arthur, KINGAUTHOR 83, and Twitter at Zagniv Nori, and just ZAGNIF, and on IG as well as Zagniv Nori.
What y'all think?
Very regal. Very regal. I felt like pulling up in something, you know, like a
Pulling up in the double
and
buck
like a cutlass.
Right, like yeah,
Old school, you know what I'm saying? Like it felt like real regal, like real.
Like I needed a fur on.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
chinchilla
A big old link on my wrist. You know, one big old gold ring right here.
Cuban link chain.
You know, one big old medallion ring style. Like
Pinky ring.
You just styling on them, see?
Maybe a name ring right there. Across the three.
Oh, and that one that leaves your mark on them?
Man,
You remember that?
Oh yeah, I do.
I remember when you had the one that had the whole America on it.
It was United
North
States of America, so I'd be like, boo,
Welcome
bitch,
to
America. I used to do it too.
All right, I'm gonna give them. I think it's a compliment. I hope they take it as a compliment. I heard Mobb Deep, like
Oh no, for sure.
a little bit of Mobb Deep influence.
Definitely New York.
Rocky's
grimy,
like,
yeah.
Solid. They both have very solid voices.
Iron God says fire. Rocky says
Bill.
it's fire.
Paul.
Oh
he's
yeah,
here
they
for
liking it. They
it.
liking
And
it.
they both are sharp with their
Yeah.
pen. Thank you for the submission.
Had me
Excellent.
bapping, but yeah, I saw the whole vibe you going for. I'm feeling the same way, you know.
It's something you're gonna have to rewind to catch all the wordplay.
Cuban
So I
link
definitely
song.
appreciate it.
Definitely.
Bars are heavy.
Bars are heavy. Don't forget Mom's Spaghetti.
Vomiting on the sweater already.
Oh man.
It's always good times around here, man. We're always blessed. Too blessed to be stressed around here because we got the best people out there, man. They tune in, they support us, and
Y'all
they
are
don't
the
have
best.
to.
Y'all
Y'all are the best.
definitely the best.
It's because they know that every Tuesday, 9 to 10 p.m., this is where it's popping, man.
That's where it's it.
And this is where they come to get their information because they want to know deep down, honestly, what's going on.
I said, what? She She said, yeah. I said, no, something ain't right. I said, oh, man. She said, oh, man. I said, no, what?
What's happening? What's happening? What's that? That's it, you got it. I don't know what's going on.
And as always, what's going on? We start out with Throw 'em C. This is our segment to let y'all know basically what's going on in the world. Could be funny, could be informative, could be all of that. Throw 'em C, what's going on?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I was looking. It was kind of a rough week. I mean, there's news, but you know, I'm always bringing you like me down and stuff.
Gloom and
so
doom.
yeah, so it's like I really want to bring more death, you know, death to this news, but no. So we're gonna talk about UFOs. Apparently, apparently,
You're stepping on somebody's toes here.
My UFO boner just showed. Please
Put it away, words. Put it away.
So-
Sorry, that's not PC these days. Sorry. I don't
according
wanna
to
get canceled.
USA Today,
Cancel
the
words.
upcoming UFO report, because as those who are following this may or may not know, they're releasing a UFO, you know, that was previously top
Information.
secret. They're going to release it to the public so you can see. But according
They're releasing
to
a UFO?
What?
A ship?
the information,
Info.
Man, I was about to save all my duckies up, boy.
Well,
I'll be out
wait
there
a minute though,
flexing.
because apparently what they're going to release, there's going to be photos. There's going to be like,
Yeah, I'm telling you,
so
it's serious. It was passed
So-
under the COVID bill.
apparently former intelligence officials are saying the UFO report will be difficult to explain.
This some here they going with some bullshit.
There are instances where we don't have good explanations for some of the things that we've seen. And when that information becomes declassified, we will be able to talk about it a little bit more, but some things will just be unexplainable. Oh, dude.
Sounds like sounds like
We're talking about UFOs, dude.
About
It sound-
stuff we don't know about.
it sounds a little like some of my athletic exploits, eh, Mike?
So
You know, this was a family show before we started talking about UFO boners.
So there have been sightings all over the world.
He's like, I can't help
And
it.
when we talk about sightings, it's not just you seeing a spaceship. Pilots have seen it. Satellites have seen it.
Yep.
There have been audio of things in outer space sending communication through. Multiple sensors picking up multiple things in different areas of our Earth zones at speeds that they can't understand. And, you know, they're like, what's going on? So, yeah, apparently when this gets released, we're still not going to know, but we're going to know. So, you're
I
going to know.
guess.
Hey, Chris.
You're gonna know some
you
shit,
know, if
though.
I tell you,
If I tell you too much, you don't know enough.
right on.
Are you
Yeah.
cool with me giving her the X-Files theme this week when I do the podcast?
Oh yeah. Go ahead, man.
She earned it.
That's all. That's
She
all
earned it.
her.
So, yeah, we're going to know some stuff, but not enough stuff, but just a little bit of stuff because it can't let us know all this stuff because then we know too much stuff, but not the right stuff. So, there you go.
So
folks.
get woke, guys.
Yep. Info's coming. Go search.
You want to go? You want me to go next?
I would like for you to go.
Okay.
I'm interested to see what you're going to say.
This one is close to home, and this is per blockclubchicago.org. This is where I got the story from. So, in Humboldt Park's Roberto Clemente High School brings back boys swim team after 25 years thanks to an alumna's effort. So, for years, Humboldt Park's Roberto Clemente Community Academy has had a 25-meter indoor swimming pool, but no swim team to use it. Now the pool is buzzing with life thanks to an alumna with a passion for the sport. Roberto Clemente's boys swim team, the Wildcats, competed this year for the first time since 1996. Their season was cut short due to the pandemic, but coach and Clemente alumni Miriam Franqui, said it's only the beginning for the team and for the revived swimming program at the school. Next year, Miriam aims to bring back the girls team, which has been dormant since 2010. I thought this was kind of cool too. She said this was a gem in the community back in the day, and the fact that it got taken away from the kids was a big disservice. Miriam said, I don't know who did that. I don't know what or why, but the main solution I had was I'm from Clemente. I'm from the neighborhood. This was my career for almost 10 years, so I'm going to make it happen here. And I just thought that was really, really, really cool. And
Can you say Roberto Clemente one more time?
Roberto Clemente?
Oh, I've not been saying it with that much flavor.
You're not Latino,
I gotta
okay?
step it up. I don't even know if
You're
it's
not Puerto
possible.
Rican
Cálmate.
papas. You're not Puerto
Roberto
Rican papas.
Clemente?
I just thought it was, I thought it was a feel-good story. I'm from, I'm an alumna, right, of Roberto Clemente and I'm sorry, but I gotta say it
I'm
like
gonna be
that.
in my room practicing.
I
how to
gotta
say
say it like that, bro.
Roberto Clemente.
I gotta say it like that. But
Roberto.
Be
But
around a Latino
it's
saying my name
definitely-
and you'll see the difference.
that's definitely the definition of somebody investing back into their community, believing in their community, and doing positive for the future for the kids there, and giving them a place, an outlet.
Yeah, be the actual power of change.
Yeah, man.
Because sometimes you just
That's
can't wait around. That's
beautiful.
kudos
Rocky
to that
said great
person.
story, but that is a beautiful story, and that's true.
Yeah,
That's true. When you can come back and give back to your community and the kids, because it really is about the kids.
Definitely.
You never know what you can inspire or what you can give a young child by just giving them the opportunity to do and see something different.
And options, it's not
Yes,
just if you're a kid
yes.
from the hood, you ain't just gonna be a rapper or a ball player. Like, oh, I got a swim team, I got a chess team, or any of those little things. Like, believe it or not, those things go a long way because you're giving these kids an option to pick of where they
Experiences, too.
And
Yeah.
I also firmly believe, what do they say? Idle hands are the devil's creation or
Yeah.
something. It's
Devil's Playground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. I
Keep
believe
your babies
so.
busy, and
Idle
you
hands are the
can't, they
devil's
can't go
playground.
wrong.
Yep.
For sure.
If you got kids out there and they bored and you just sitting around, you ain't doing it right, because them things
Keep them busy.
They should be tired every time you see them. They don't got nothing. Them weekends, boy, back in the day with Jordan, we was gone all week.
And that childhood flies by. So keep 'em busy.
And what's worth more than just giving money wise, to a school is your time and service, and the fact that she's, investing her time and service to the community. I mean, that's awesome.
That's very
Oh
dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very selfless.
Thank you for that
Yeah.
story.
That's what the world
as the
needs
whole
more of.
tribe is out there saying, it's a great story. Thank you. Great editorial work this weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm working hard.
Could only get better from here. Mike Logic.
Are you sure?
If he's about to read, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike,
I
what's going
have
on?
no notes here. No notes.
Oh no.
And I might piss off some
no.
people here. So, Tribe, I'm going to be looking at your comments, especially right now. But I saw Justice League over the weekend. Everybody was making a big deal about it. I was super excited to see it. But after watching it, the 4-hour adventure that I went on, I wasn't overly impressed, and I didn't understand the hype. The original movie that came out, Justice League, was 2 hours, 120 minutes. It was 2 hours. This is a 4-hour movie. But I felt like I saw so much in the second movie, the Zack Snyder cut. It was kind of boring to me. Like, I've already seen this. I've already invested my 2 hours. Now,
Isn't that what I said when you brought
Now.
up watching it? Because I was
Multiple
confused.
times.
Now,
multiple
the
times.
cool thing about this is they gave better backstories. Like, you found out more about Cyborg. There was a couple extended scenes that were really dope. There was one with Joker that was really dope. But 4 hours for something I've already seen, and there's people who are being very blasphemous, in my opinion,
Blasphemous?
saying that this Justice League is better than the Avenger movies. Nah, son. Nah, fam. We ain't going there.
Yeah, based on the things I
Get your
said,
ass out of here.
yeah, I don't think it's better than the Avengers. You ain't gonna disrespect Marvel like that. Justice
I wasn't
League,
wasting my time. Chris wasn't wasting his time. He talked about it for like a week. He tried to
No,
stalk us
remember
for like
I sat there and
24
I
hours.
literally for 5 minutes was asking him. But in essence, I've seen this movie, right? And he couldn't give me a straight answer. So I knew he was bullshitting me or he didn't know. And I was like, no, I'm not spending 4 hours watching something I already done seen.
I didn't. So the story on the movie, Zack Snyder was originally shooting this movie, and they got a bunch of footage. Zack Snyder's daughter unfortunately commits suicide, so he removes himself from the project. Josh Whedon, or Jess Whedon, whatever his name is, takes over the project and puts out a movie that did not live up to the hype. It actually flopped. So Zack Snyder, years later, I believe HBO or Warner Brothers, I'm going to say Warner Brothers, came back at Zack Snyder. Hey, what do you need to finish this movie? So they reshot some scenes. He had a bunch of footage already. This movie comes in 6 parts. They break it up for you.
So they basically had already shot it. And it sounds like they recorded the album, picked the worst songs out of the whole session. Then they went back and like, you know what? We got these other joints and let's just release it as greatest hits.
Yep.
Now-
that's exactly what it sounds
Pretty
like.
much.
Now I
There it is.
like the
Figured
movie.
it out.
I like the second movie, the Zack Snyder cut, better than the original one. I liked it. However,
Always keeping up.
Superman caped up. Yeah, I see what you did there. You didn't even know you were doing it. Batman. However, it wasn't really worth the 4 hours for me. I kind of felt
You
bored.
don't say.
Yeah.
They got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't. I tried, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out because I couldn't get in. I don't have the login. You know, is that what I'm saying? Somebody.
What
gave
did
me the
y'all think
login.
about the movie? I know some of y'all seen it. I know for a fact some of y'all saw it.
I don't think anybody saw that.
Rose says, "Yo, that alien was dope." There's a bunch of aliens in there. I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more specific.
I saw the comment. I was like, I don't know. There must be something about that
Bro,
movie.
you don't think she's talking about the alien right there?
Oh, she's not talking about the movie. She's talking about that alien.
Were there aliens in the movie? What movie were you watching?
There's Justice League. There are a bunch of aliens.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. You know what? I can't.
Oh, she talking about that alien.
Yeah,
What's
that
up, bros?
alien.
Thank you for tuning in, honey.
Thank you. That alien is dope. I picked it out myself.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Nah, Thome C did. Thank you for noticing it though. I put it there.
No.
No, I didn't do that
No,
either.
he didn't do that either.
I actually have nothing to do with that alien
Exactly.
right there.
Thank you. There we go. There we go.
So you want to know how
Why
many?
do you want to specify to just that alien? You could have kept this. You could have cut the sentence short, and I had nothing to do.
I give Justice League Zack Snyder cut 2.5 eyes because
Rocky said, haven't seen it. I never understood why they kept promoting it. I don't either, but man, Bailey was caped up to watch that show. We were like, have fun. And we were like, see ya.
I watched it myself.
I was about
She
to
sure
invest
did.
in it, but then I just couldn't get to it. So, and then on top of that, I'm not a really big Justice League kind of dude.
You said you're not even like a 2-hour movie dude, and I was like, you were
yeah,
gonna
I'm
sign
not.
up for a 4?
I'm not, but I was like, superheroes. I always make an exception because I enjoy it. You know, that's the nerd in me. But I was like, yeah. And this Justice League, I was just like,
And this is another thing. I prefer Batman fighting just like regular villains, not super villains, not villains from outer space. That kind of just gets a little bit too unbelievable for me.
Yeah, like how Batman, Mr. Regular Schmiggler.
Batman's gonna
Thanos.
die fighting aliens. I don't care how rich Batman is. He's gonna die fighting a higher power.
I like
Thanos.
I don't know. I like my chances against an alien.
You're not rich enough yet.
Get out of Dodge. So,
Okay, catch
Ideal, what's
this
your what's
work.
going on this week, Si?
Speaking of trying to bring things back from the dead, would you guys be open to coming back if you died?
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
So apparently there's a thing called a Dyson sphere. This cosmic megastructure may be the key to resurrection and immortality. So Russian researchers believe that in the very distant future, we might be able to create digital copies of ourselves by feeding an enormous amount of our historical and personal data to a super intelligent AI. The creation of this digital replica of ourselves will also require a Dyson sphere, which is a mega structure that will help harness the energy from the sun.
Sounds like something out of Justice League. The Snyder
That's-
cut.
So researchers say
Sound
that
like
while
Cyclops.
we don't currently have the technology to build such a structure, but nanobots might be able to do so in the near future.
All right, you lost me. I'm lost.
You
Some
don't
scientists
say.
have raised the question of whether or not a digital resurrection is actually feasible, even if the technology were there, as there is much that shapes a person's development beyond data and records.
That's
Both y'all
true.
getting
You
the
can't-
X-Files
You
thing
can't
this
you can't recreate someone's soul like
See,
your
this
soul.
how it happened just one time, one lucky ticket.
So even
You broke
if,
the mold.
Even if I gave all my secrets, all my experiences, and I set it to like a machine or whatever, and it recorded and it took it, it's not gonna be me transferred when I beep.
At least you think.
Ronu says it sounds like
Cue it
Westworld.
right after I said that. All right.
says it sounds like what?
Westworld.
Well, I haven't watched it, but
I watched
I do
6
know what he's
episodes. It was
aware.
good.
Did you?
I
Was
just
there like
didn't-
4 seasons of it?
yeah. We
So
should
you
watch
watched
it.
6 episodes and it was good, huh? That's how
There's
great
so
it was.
much to watch. There is so much to watch that sometimes I just forget.
So little time.
Yes. So 24 hours is not enough hours in a day.
Think about it. They swab your mouth. They do an ancestry on you. They got all of your information to make up your DNA.
Man, well, I've thought about
Even
doing that
that-
DNA ancestry,
even-
and then I'm like, hey, they ain't getting my saliva. Forget
They don't want it.
I don't
Even
get-
what
ain't getting it.
creates you, they put it in a database. It'll be like Build-A-Bear. You ever been to Build-A-Bear?
Bill said, when I'm gone, let me be gone and be in that better place. I don't want to come back unless I come back as a bird to drop shit on haters who outlived me.
Damn.
I love it.
I like that one. There you go.
They
Bill.
gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Oh man.
That's
I don't
crazy
know.
though. That's crazy.
Would I want to come back? Yeah,
Copy
but
and
I
paste.
mean,
Copy and paste.
I want to come back in another form.
but I don't
though.
want to come back
come
as like
as
an old
Michael
crib
Bailey.
keeper looking, can barely stand and take care of
If
myself.
I come back, just give me superpowers or something. I
Hey,
better have
right,
fucking. I better be
right?
an
How
X-Men
about
if
this?
I
How
come
about this?
back.
Words? If you could come back as an animal, which animal would you
Clue
be?
Rock said altered carbon.
I'll come back as a motherfucking falcon. I'm using my talons, you sons of
Just gonna be seeing your people snatching
What
them
animal
up.
would you come back as?
SOBs.
I'd come back as a studding horse.
I guess I'll come back. I guess I'll come back as a lion.
Okay.
There is a lusty Leo.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. That was the answer.
Why am I already living as a lusty Leo? I'd like to come back as a male studding horse.
She comes back as a lion with a big ass gold chain.
Oh wow.
What about you, Throne C?
Man, as an animal,
Yeah. Anybody in the animal
it
kingdom.
would be a lion.
Anaconda.
It'd be a lion.
A lion.
A leon.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
The lion sleeps tonight.
Life is
Dang,
delicate.
falsetto.
You see that?
How
You
hard did
see
you squeeze
that?
your balls when you said that?
Oh, pretty hard. Pretty hard.
And if you know what's hard around here is Shy Native Radio. We're live from the Res every Tuesday, 9 to 10 p.m.
Hard not to love us.
Yeah, man. It's hard body up in here. Artists that want to be a part of this show, make sure you send your music to shynativeradio@gmail.com. That's exactly what this next artist did. Their name is Rose. And this song right here is called Vertigo. Yeah. You already know what the vibes is.
Let's get it.
It's Shy Native Radio, man, every Tuesday, 9 to 10 p.m.
Cheer.
Make sure you run out and tell a friend. Until then, let's turn this all the way up. Yeah.
Let's go.
I've been so stuck in my head. Guess I could blame it on the alcohol. Ain't been the same since you left. Tired of the tears, tired of being alone. Every time I reminisce the past, I get vertigo. And when I think about going back, you give me vertigo. You got me spinning, I'm drowning, and I just wanted you to know it's so hard to let you go. To let you go. Tried to be a supergirl, but you were my kryptonite. Tried to hear your soul and said you wanna fight. Every time I reminisce the past, I get vertigo. And when I think about going back, you give me vertigo. You got me spinning, I'm drowning, and I just wanted you to know it's so hard to let you go. Every time I reminisce the past, I get vertigo. And when I think about going back, you give me vertigo. You got me spinning, I'm drowning, and I just wanted you to know it's so hard to let you go.
Hey, the mics are on.
Oh,
The mics are hot.
folks.
The mics are really hot
Ladies
now.
and gentlemen, that
Hey.
is Vertigo by Rose. Hey, Mike, where can they follow her at?
You guys can follow her on IG at really.roses.
There you go. That was all.
And
That
Mason
was
says
all.
apparently she killed the overly dedicated 3 event that Every Vol
dope.
had last weekend. So we might have to get her on a show. We're just making a list of all these people when we start.
Making a list and checking
Checking
it
it twice.
We're gonna have some fire ass shows. That's all I
Rocky
can say.
said digging that voice. Bill said nice voice. I mean, it definitely was. When I heard it, I liked it. She was singing, you know, the rhythm, the production
Idea
was
singing,
good.
though.
Her voice is
Man,
good.
Idea, how do you do it?
That was like me at 25%. I mean,
Not even trying.
You're like Fergie
Come on.
and Jesus.
The
put
acoustics aren't
together.
right.
Come on.
I wasn't even warmed up. I mean, it got a little in there.
A little bit of a sore throat, but I'm working through it.
The golden
Yes.
pipes.
These are the right acoustics.
The golden pipes are back, baby.
Woo!
Oh
I
man.
love it. Having a good time. I hope everyone else that is out there and tuned in watching this is having a good time, man. It's the best place to be. I don't know where else I'd be.
It's always a good time.
Oh, you couldn't think of
Tuesday
anywhere
between 9
else?
and 10 p.m. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what this part of the show turns into? It's Champion of Chumps.
Oh, the worst kind of people. Every week they do it to themselves.
They write their own stories.
It's gonna be special.
We find them.
You didn't do it, didn't reach your goal.
You have
Your
no
heart is broken,
idea
you're
what an idiot
sad
is.
when you didn't have what it takes. So here's to you and your huge
Loser!
mistakes.
You're a loser!
Humiliated,
Are you
hollowed
feeling
out,
sorry
and
for yourself?
exhausted. You were
Well,
in
you
the
should
ring
be,
fighting
'cause
the
you are
fight, and
dirt.
you lost it. This isn't your time. This wasn't for you.
Why
At least
am
you
I
did
such a
everything you
loser?
could do.
Why?
Well, your
You're
father
a
was
loser, but a dreamer.
and his
You're
father,
tired, but
and
you're
his
strong.
father
You're going,
is
I
genetic
know
man.
evidence you
Oh, sometimes it's genetics. Sometimes you got to be the first one in your family to make that bold, courageous step. To put your foot in your mouth to do something stupid. And then you end up on our Champion of Chumps. So without further ado, Throne C, who is our Champion of Chumps this week?
Derek Jackson. Anybody heard that name? Now, I will tell you.
Give him the crown.
I
DJ.
hadn't heard of him before, but Derek Jackson has built his brand, his wealth, his entire identity on being a self-love ambassador, entrepreneur, and a healing, healthy relationship expert. But he has been exposed as an adulterer by a Ghanaian, Dominican, Portuguese woman he is said to have known for years while being married to his wife of the last 4 years. Candice D. Mieros exposed her affair with Derek Jackson, claiming that Jackson told her he was separated from his wife for 4 years. The mistress provided receipts of her meetups with the philanderer, including a cozy shot taken. Including a cozy shot taken from the bed he shared with his wife in their Atlanta home.
You've been a bad boy, Derek.
And sent her over $1,000 during the short affair.
You've been a bad boy.
Now, I seen all these memes going around, and I was like, why? Like, who cares what this guy did? Okay, he cheated, you know. Okay, why do we care? Because again, he built his entire brand on being a healthy relationship expert / guru.
Yeah,
Get
life
him.
coach.
Get him.
Yes, who needed, you ladies to understand how you were going to move forward in these relationships, not only to heal yourself, but to raise up your man. Because I listened to some of his stuff afterward to get a sense of this man. But, your women are raising you up. First off, nobody wants to raise their man. Let's make that very clear. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody has any interest. But he then, right, so he's got this career, an author, as well as selling all his books. He had multiple videos attacking other people. And many of you might know that there was a pastor, a well-known pastor who was cheating on his wife as well, and he went in on him and said, how could he? You have your wife who's raising you up, and you could do these things to your wife. But the memes that were going around, so y'all mean to tell me the whole time when Derek Jackson was making videos in his car, he was either about to go cheat or just got done cheating?
Jerry says that tea's hot. I can picture Jerry saying it too.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
HAWT on it.
Thank you, Jerry.
So this all blew up. This was all blowing up, and I'm on Twitter and I'm looking at the trending, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like, when's this guy gonna release a statement? We were talking about it earlier, and all of these two watched his statement as well because it was so
Hilarious,
cringy.
bro.
Incredibly
The
wild.
man talks about himself in third person.
He has a
an
reaction video.
reacting to himself and then gives a perspective almost like he's analyzing himself, but he's really just talking about himself.
Then he gave himself a pat on the back.
Bro, it is the most
in his
mind-boggling
video with his wife.
I saw nothing wrong with it.
In his video with his wife, he said that no man, unless they get right with God, can tackle this themselves.
Amen, brother. It's hard out there. Hey, man, see what I don't understand is he should have used the old defense that was brought. Now, as if it pleases the honor, I'd like to bring to the case Sean Carter versus the Public, 1998. I was just fucking them bitches. I was gonna get right back.
I want to reference
I'd
Song
like to present
Cry.
to the court.
I like to bring to the table Song Cry.
If it would please the court, 2001, Sean Carter, Song Cry.
Song Cry, por favor.
I mean, he played himself.
Oh,
he
and
played
his wife?
brand, and then his wife's sitting there in her bonnet, no bra, and he's like, his knuckles are holding her. They're turning
He dragged
white,
her out of
holding
bed.
her.
It's like,
She
You
looked
know,
like
it was
sit
so
down real quick.
uncomfortable, so awkward, and the amount of times that he kept saying he had to get right with God. Look, that had nothing to do with how you pulled it out and stick it in someone else. You were a man sitting there thinking that your shit didn't stink, and you were gonna fool around and be a stud, and nobody was gonna do nothing. But let me tell you something: tricks are always gonna talk, and that's why y'all men keep playing yourselves because you don't know how to do what's right. Be by yourself instead of marrying up these women if you ain't gonna be right.
And that's how
Plain
everybody.
and simple.
That's
Plain
how
and simple.
everybody gets their sins washed. They just say, "I'm gonna give myself back to God. I strayed away from God." Anytime you do something wrong, you just be like, "Hey, I gotta give myself back to God. I fell off the track. My bad. My bad, God. You got me though."
The devil was calling me. My loins was burning for some news.
And then this guy had the gall to talk about his book that he released a couple years ago.
The narcissism was on another level with this man. Ronu said, I
The
felt
gall.
embarrassed for his wife. I don't feel embarrassed for his wife because she's in it. She accepted it. She's allowing it. So, yeah, I don't feel bad for her at all.
Ronu said Chris Sale's going to use the Shaggy defense.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
hilarious.
The Lord
play
knoweth. The
themselves.
Lord knoweth as much as I could taketh. I am not great. I cannot say that I am. However, I will fight these temptations to the bloody end. So don't get me.
Demon be
I
gone.
repent thee.
But you call me on the
He was
counter.
horrible. And he's
Wasn't
like,
me.
I'm not a victim, but I'm getting right with God. And his wife was like, yeah, I wasn't there. And the craziest thing though, I gotta say this. I didn't know much about this guy, this situation. I'm going through the comments and everyone was like, who is this? Who is that broad? And they're like, yo, that's his wife. Y'all followers mean to tell me they didn't know he had a wife until this hit? And it only became public because one of the broads, I think it was the Brazilian one or something, was on a talk radio.
No, I was.
And they was like, "Blip, blip, blip," and she was like, yeah, I was with him and da da da. And she showed the
Didn't you
pictures.
say you want to take a trip to Brazil recently? I think you said that today. You want to take a trip to Brazil.
I was
They
looking.
gonna
You
get
got
you.
a bunch of home records
They
ready
gonna
for
get the
you.
lusty Leo.
No, Bill,
Nah, you
Bill
can't get-
Oxford said he played himself. He definitely did. I mean, again,
Can he rebuild
if you
his
don't
brand?
think about anything
Nope.
else, Chris, what do you think about the most?
I always think about my money, man. That's
Yeah,
the thing
just-
I love more than that thing.
Man, well, we are talking about the internet, man. The trolls of the trolls, man. He'll
Jeremy
probably
said-
double his profit after this.
Jeremy said, do you think he manipulated his wife into thinking this was somehow
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And the way he spoke, absolutely.
Could you imagine? The way he's referred to himself in third person the whole
That
time.
was wild.
And then y'all
I saw
watching
nothing
his
wrong with
video.
that. I saw nothing wrong with
Wait a minute, no. I didn't know they were
Genius,
watching
genius.
something. And it was literally dude reacting to himself of his own video. But it was insane. The man's got
Hilarious.
some
Who
problems.
here hasn't reacted to a video of them on themselves?
The dude there's something wrong with him.
Yeah, ye not cast the first stones. You fucking people out of karma's a bitch, though. I guess that's what it really shows you.
It was like he
Karma's
was.
a bitch.
It was like
Yes.
Because he was out here talking
Yes.
about other people's relationships, and it came back and got him. Because God don't like ugly.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the final thing to put on this. Stop listening to everybody else who ain't an expert in shit that they doing. Everybody's ship is damn near sinking. We're barely floating. So don't be listening to these.
I was saying this because Mike said something the other day, and I was like, Mike, what don't you understand? Social media is the highlight. All we're seeing is the highlights. We don't see the lowlights. This is the best of.
I'm
clip.
glad social media doesn't catch my lowlights.
They do every Tuesday, believe me. They catch up.
They only catch it secondhand because they weren't there for first hand. Man.
I love you guys.
No, but again, like nobody is. You allowed someone to call himself an expert who has a degree in nothing, and have y'all to know the man was married. Like y'all gotta stop idolizing other people. You really do.
He's a scholar.
Well, we gotta stop.
Use some common sense.
What we gotta really do is stop putting these people up on pedestals.
Absolutely.
And believing that these certain people out here are chosen. You just can't go that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Samuel. That was tough. Yeah, man. We got this joint right here, man, from the family, right, Mike?
Yeah, this is from I Am God, featuring Brittany Carter and Olive Blue, produced by the homie Custom Made. It's off the Eternal Reflection, coming out April 2nd by I Am God. Turn this up.
Yeah, man, we're blessed to go ahead and debut this right here. So you don't know where you heard it right here first. Shot Native Radio 9 to 10. We're live from the res.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I came of age with this rap shit right around 16, and I've been a problem since. Too short to hoop, no plans of college, rap was just common sense. My mama sensed me slacking, relationship became kinda tense. Fearful of me dead in the ground or locked up behind the fence. In my defense, I was not yet in tune with my consciousness. No scholarships, chose game banging and selling dimes and nicks. My mind was dense, couldn't penetrate it for nothing. We imitated destruction, yet we still made it from nothing. Obstacles put in my path, I still evaded obstructions. My ops live by the badge, they get away with corruption. So do these politicians, policies, propositions. This horror flick called 2020, something I did not envision. I thought 2020 was symbolic of proper vision. It is if you paying attention. Is what I'm saying convincing? Or are you too concerned with compliance, obeying the system? Cops kill us in cold blood and walk away, no convictions. Damn.
I'm tired of being down, I just wanna be up. Every time they break us down, we just keep rising up. Saying luck, this ain't love. It's all reason we are here. Baby, you don't know. Every time, baby, you don't see. I'm gonna shut it,
Don't compare me to average rappers. I'm more like a savage rapper from a city where adolescents wave automatics at you. They call us criminals, yet these conditions was manufactured. These races grew confident as a result of the MAGA factor. Matter of fact, the president can eat several dicks. I fellowship with ghetto bastards that carry metal sticks on some rebel shit. Injustice and hatred is something I never level with. You spilling tea, then you soon to see how hot the kettle get. No fisticuffs, the fifth of bust when niggas settle shit. Your fist and cuffs get shipped and bust to prison level 6. No visitation, too often we victims of litigation. Discrimination, sometimes I wish for reverse integration. Immigration to all my brown brothers, I sit adjacent. They boxes and living spaces cramped up with no ventilation. One thing about this pandemic, it put our struggles in your faces. Some relate and embraces, others continue to hate us. Fuck them.
I'm tired of being down, I just wanna be up. Every time they break us down, we just keep rising up. Saying luck, this ain't love. It's all reason we are here. Baby, you don't know. Every time, baby, you don't see. I'm gonna shut it, going, take over. Every time I've been chosen, I remember being younger, all I had was my pen. I locked myself inside my room and write about where I've been. See, I never was a talker, I just sit and observe. I fell in love with Mildred Taylor, how she structured the words. I always wanted to write my way out my trauma, take you to another realm. If I can help another kid like me, well, goddamn, everything truly full circle. Everything got soaked up was for some other person that is hurting. How you show up fucking matters, can't convince me it don't. My favorite writers help me rise, now you know my approach. If you ain't helping, then you hurting, ain't no middle ground. I hear them talking, lacking action, they just making sounds. If you ain't got any skins to choose better than you did, then you weak. If you got problems staying true, you got no business trying to teach. I ain't here to say I'm perfect, I just operate off cold. Seem like the streets done lost touch, doing for selfish, all it knows, yeah.
Yes, as I Am God,
That was
featuring
fire.
Brittany Carter and
Olive Blue. That was fire. That was a good song.
I feel like we're kind of chosen around here because we've been premiering. We've been dead premiering songs before they hit for the masses.
We're definitely blessed.
We're blessed around here, man. I that's great.
Fortunate,
that you choose.
man. That's
No,
fortunate,
man, it's very cool. We do break a lot of songs before they even release. That's pretty awesome. And this one, I mean, sometimes when you hear it, you can be like, what, not even 30 seconds in, but as soon as that beat hits, you're like, okay, it got me. And then you kind of hear a melody or something, you're like, oh, okay, this is going to be good. Definitely love the voice of the singer. And then the other woman rapping was dope. She came in at the
Brittany
end.
Carter.
Yes.
Her future is very bright.
Yeah, very
Yes. And, you know, our homie M. God, we see you. And I'm excited, man. When we get back to these shows, Shawnee is going to
shout
have
out to
some.
Custom on
we
the
gonna
beat,
have
man.
some
The beat was
hot
dope, too.
shows.
So he's released 3 singles now. His first one was From Chicago with Hate. This is the album he's doing with Custom. And I mean, I Am God.
And it's gonna be on Filth Records, right?
Filthy Records, yeah.
Filthy Records.
Then he had the Ghost of Cavalier Mitchell, where he's doing a remix, a production remix. I think Ronu submitting something. The homie Ronu submitting something for that. But producers out there, you can win money. So follow him at I Am God, God MC on his IG, and you'll find the details there. But this is actually my favorite of the 3 singles that he's released so far because his rhyming was just so tough, so hard. But
and the message behind behind the joint too, I liked it. The hook was very clean.
Great pairing with Brittany Carter.
Yeah, that definitely.
Young Star, and then Olive Blue's vocals, beautiful.
Yeah,
and we can't mention Custom is just killing shit. He's just
shout out to Custom,
shit.
man.
Congratulations to all of you involved in this. For real.
Fire.
That's what's up. Artists that want to be a part of this show, just make sure you send your music to ShyNativeRadio@gmail.com. We'll take a look at it, and if it's great, we'll play it. Because that's all we do around here is win. It's always about that, man. You know?
Here we go.
Hold up. Whoa.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is.
We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
Hello? You play to win the game.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
Just win, baby.
I'll ask the peanut crowd around me. We got 3 different ways we can take this. We can talk fighting. We can go right into that. Talk the NBA, which specifically the Bulls, or we can talk a little NFL, and most importantly, Deshaun Watson. What you say over there, Mike? What you want to get into right away?
Let's talk fight. Let's talk the fights.
Let's talk the fight.
Okay,
Boxing,
this past
UFC
weekend we had the match going on down on the Zone. My guy Virgil Ortiz Jr. I just want to point out, in the last 2 fights, Michael,
here we go.
I've been about
I changed
30
my mind.
seconds
I changed
off.
my mind. Let's start.
I'm not talking no junk about you. I'm just running out there flexing on them to let y'all know. If y'all want to know what's going to happen, the fight, hit me up. Because the previous fight that I watched and I predicted, it was a 3rd round stoppage and it got done. I was off a little bit on this last one, but I said a 6th round KO body shot happened in the 7th here and there. But
I mean, you got kind of jerked out of that. Had you bet money, because the fight was over in the 6th.
It was.
It went to the 7th, but he got lucky.
Man, sometimes that's so hard to watch, man. Just
dude's getting rocked.
Man, getting rocked.
And you're like, stop the fight.
Yeah.
And then you see Rocky with his curled lip, and he's got the white Hugo Boss shirt on, and he's got it's got blood all over, and he's like, no. And then Apollo Creed's raving him off. Sorry.
Man, I'm telling you, that's rough. It really gets rough to see because you're like...
It's a tough way to make a living. You use your face as a catcher's mitt.
Dude, you can see when their eyes do a certain... Like, their eyes...
They glaze over.
Yeah, they're just not there. Yeah. And they're just kind of like... This empty body doing a motion. You're like, oh.
I think because Virgil Ortiz was fighting Maurice Hooker. Ortiz came in 16-0, 16 knockouts, looking to extend that streak, which he ultimately did. Moving up to 17-0, 17 knockouts. Yes. Definitely priming himself, as the Zone said, the future has arrived.
And Maurice Hooker's not a bum by any means. A former champion. But, I mean, Virgil Ortiz, he's a rising star.
And I think he might get a chance. There was a couple guys ringside that were sitting there. It was Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence were there as well.
Yeah, I don't see those fights happening anytime soon. But yes.
And today, I believe our boy Terrence Crawford out there, he basically said that...
Spicy.
That Canelo would be dunking the black fighters.
Oh,
he said that.
That's spicy. I hope that fight
I
goes
like
down.
that. Did he say
I like
Oh no,
that.
he said that. He said it.
Just like that.
Stir the pot a little
Yeah.
bit. Make some controversy. Make
He's
this
trying
interesting.
to stir the money pot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
That's what
right.
he's trying to
There
do.
was
Sell
reports.
the fight.
There was reports out there.
Vas a ver, güey.
The whole time,
Ándale.
I be talking junk to him in
Ándale.
Spanish as I hit him. Blah.
Mira, pendejo, no
Toma,
dice eso.
puta. Toma, toma.
I know we got a couple Bud
Pinche
Crawford fans out there. I wonder what they think about this.
Oh man, you come on, holler at the kid, baby. I ain't never been wrong. If I tell you too much, you know enough.
This is true.
What happened over in the? So we'll see where that goes over there.
I was gonna say before you
Transition to
before you
MMA.
transition to MMA, there was definitely a difference in how Virgil Ortiz threw his punches with snapping power compared to the former champ Maurice Hooker. You could just hear a difference in the way that
It's
the
the same
punches
thing.
landed.
It's the same thing I told you when
With
I was
Ryan Garcia,
watching
same thing.
Lomachenko, when I was watching Triple G fight Canelo. They throw pitter patties. It's like ping 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 ping.
Teofimo, same
ain't
thing.
Nobody, yeah, because when I throw with ill intent.
There's a difference.
They're over there. They come to the job site and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna demo this wall," and they bring out the little stencil one that you do. Like you're over there, you're making like Andy Dufresne over in the Dufresne in your show. What was that called? In that movie?
The Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. He's over there with that little
How
tool.
dare you
They're over there
forget.
doing home remos like that. Nah, these dudes coming out with a big ass sledgehammer and just
they're
swinging.
looking to hurt somebody. And Sinessa Estrada, she was the female who fought.
Ooh,
prior.
that fight before.
She's dope. Sinessa Estrada's dope, and she's a champion too.
Is that one I came in on?
Yeah.
Oh, with all that her opponent,
She's
that
dope.
her face. She was not going to the
We've
club
had some very
for,
good
like, the
female
next
boxing
2
the past
weeks,
couple
for
weeks.
sure.
Yeah, shout out the ladies out there. And I know it's no
ladies.
different.
Ooh, it's a lady.
Ooh, it's a lady. I know it's no different out there for the people in the MMA world. So what happened this past weekend?
This past weekend, it was a fight night card with Derek Brunson versus Kevin Holland. I think the controversy was the dildo comment he made prior to the fight.
I have that whole comment ready to go. No, I'm just.
I thought you were gonna pull it up for real.
I'm not gonna read
But
it.
he was saying some wild stuff. I think what was the frustration with Kevin Holland? Now, mind you, he's super talented in the way he's been going through that division. He's been just dominating a lot of his fights against Derek Brunson. For whatever reason, he just didn't seem too focused on the fight, talking too much. I think he was just not in it 100%. Derek Brunson did a good job of just smothering him, keeping the pressure on him, and it just went to a unanimous decision. I think Kevin Holland will be back. It wasn't something major that you could say, oh, he's falling off. I just think he just underestimated Derek Brunson.
He left the dildos in the car.
Exactly, and that too. He forgot about his
He talked
dildos.
all that shit and lost.
And lost.
Left the dildos in the car.
Terrible, man. The biggest shit talkers are usually the ones that just get their ass handed
He
to
got
them,
all
boy. And
oiled
they
up
look
for the
like
fight.
a fool. Yeah.
You put your big boy pants on? Is that what you did?
but
You
the-
woke up and got your big boy. Put your big boy
got
pants
your
on with your
jacket.
big
There
boy
you go.
pants.
But the crazy thing is, talking that mess has gotten to the got him to the dance. So it's like he's trying to sell the fight. I get it. You're trying to talk that smack, trying to create headlines. Because honestly, nobody was really checking for a Kevin Holland Derek Brunson fight.
Oh,
you know
I
what I'm
wouldn't have
saying?
known about him before the comment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, I guess so.
So it's a
Well,
double-edged
you right.
sword. You know what I'm saying? You got to
Touche.
sell a fight. But this weekend though, Saturday, you got the heavyweights going at it.
Heavy.
Stipe Miocic,
I
who
wanna
is a
see this.
He's still
firefighter.
fighting?
Yes, who nobody has taken the belt from him. I mean, he went three bouts with DC and won 2 out of the 3. Now he's going against
Daniel
Francis
Cormier.
Yeah. Now he's going. Yeah, for those who are not.
I just want to show that I pay attention.
I appreciate that. Now he's going against Francis Ngannou for the second time. The first time, I mean, he took Ngannou to the school. He just took him down. He knew he wasn't going to try to stand and bang with Francis. So my prediction, my pick, I think Stipe is going to win again. Francis looks good. He looks great. He's learned from that loss, but I got Stipe on that fight.
I'm going to make some money.
And then you also got the co-main event, Tyrone Woodley versus Vicente Luque. That's going to be a great fight. I think Vicente takes that. And then you got Sean O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida, which is a great fight too at bantamweight. Sean O'Malley got something to prove in this fight. I think I got Sean O'Malley on that one. But
I'm gonna ask
it's going to be
you-
a great card.
I'm loving this because you're so passionate about the MMA and I like good fighting and Michael always watch it with me. I'm thinking maybe when we start our sports we go into this because the crowd looks like they're over here. The people out here are interacting and they all love it. I mean, we know Rocky's a big MMA.
Interesting.
He said, bro, respect to Kevin Holland, but what was that? Mental breakdown mid-fight.
Yeah.
My bro said, yeah, sell a fight, but keep your integrity.
That's T.
Yeah.
Clue Rock said Holland equals fluke.
I mean, you know what? I wouldn't go that far. The only thing with Kevin Holland is that the way he's defeated, like Jacare, his last fight was crazy the way he knocked him out. So it's like we got to take into account that sometimes, especially in MMA, like MMA math, bro science does not work in MMA. You know what I'm saying? And by that I mean you take a look at the Israel fight, right? That just passed Adesanya, who just went up and weight, and everybody was riding his coattails, thinking Stylebender's gonna beat this guy, and it's gonna be dominant, and he couldn't. He did exactly.
Sometimes when it's all even and you the littler man.
Yeah, man.
That's what happens.
And again, in MMA, that math doesn't work. So I think with Kevin, he's still young. He's still coming up in the ranks. So he's learning his way to maneuver through all of this. Also, that was the first time he's main card too.
I'm gonna say this though. If you talk that shit. If you talk
definitely
that
back
wild ass shit, you better back it up.
Back it up. I agree with that 100%.
Because that's one of the wildest comments I've seen from a UFC fighter ever.
It's also the most funniest shit I've seen. It's
hilarious.
Funny, you know what I'm saying? But
there's a person after your heart over here, Mike Clue Rock. He's got $50. What's up on Francis? In this fight,
you're gonna have to ask words.
So the bets. I know. I'm just saying.
I got Stipe, bro.
I think the bets are going down in our chats. That's what's going on.
What's my odds?
Hey, remember the house always gets a little cut.
I got Stipe, man. People sleep on Stipe, man. They sleep on him hard.
Place your bets,
and that's the thing about betting nowadays. Since it's legal. What kind of odds are you going to give me? I'm not going to bet you straight up when I get better odds and make better money on FanDuel.
No one wants to bet you, Michael, because you're chicken out there.
I take everybody's money.
Rocky says Rocky gets winner is Stipe, and Francis is going to fight John Jones. You think so?
That would be an incredible fight to see. I honestly want to see. I want to see Stipe versus John Jones. I think that'd be more of an interesting fight. But Ngannou versus Jones is not bad. I mean, Ngannou's a giant, man. He's a freak. He has freakish power, man, in that regard. Stipe, I just think is more technical and has a little bit more of a threat to John. So I think that would be, a very challenging fight for John. I think.
What up, Bardo?
I think John will probably dismantle Francis.
We're gonna have to get Rocky in here, and him and Words just gonna have to square off.
I'm telling you, you know what?
I think we have another show in the Words happening.
I'm saying
a UFC podcast, possibly
in the corner or something like that. In the corner of Words and Rockito, because I mean
that's off the cuff. He thought about that off the dome.
Freestyling.
Give us a little bit of time, we'll come up with a better name. But that's a good name. That's a good start.
Berto said that Stimmy bet jump off.
Yeah, man. Shout out Custom Made.
What up,
checking
Berto?
in.
That 1400.
So where you want to go now? You want to talk this NBA about the Bulls real quick, or you want to talk about
we can talk about the Bulls for a quick second.
All right, man. So they just lost the other day, didn't they?
Yeah, they're 19-23 now. They did not look good against the Jazz, and they got their ass whooped 120.
Well, you saw the discrepancy. You saw.
You're gonna lose that game. You're gonna lose that game, but you gotta put up a better effort than that.
There's a whole story to that. What was the score again, Michael?
120-95.
That's wild.
There's certain moments in my life where I regret I don't have a camera rolling on 24/7.
My life.
That's all I gotta let you know, because there was a funny question posed to me when the final score was finished. It was asking me.
Oh no, we don't have to go into this.
Go into it. Do it.
Nah, I was having trouble with my eye, and I was like rubbing my eye.
No.
And I didn't see the numbers correctly, so adding them up kind of became a little trouble for me.
This dude,
I needed a little assist.
No, he's
just mesmerized. He's like, "What kind of wizardry are you on?"
I am nobody's accountant. Nobody's hiring me to be their accountant.
The score was 95 to 1.
Let you know something here at Shy Native Radio and Shy Native Entertainment. He's definitely not on the books.
He is nowhere handling the accounting at all.
So the big thing we gotta look forward to is the NBA trade deadline is coming up.
2 days.
Thursday.
Lonzo to the Bulls, said Rocky.
Hey, I'm on Lonzo watch. I'm really hoping
He didn't play tonight. He didn't play
the last game either. But he was shooting on the court. I saw him shooting during warm-ups. So he might not be that hurt, but they might just be sitting him out so he doesn't get hurt. What we really got to see is if Lauri Markkanen gets traded or not. There's 7 teams according to Ideal. There's 17 teams. Or excuse me, 7 teams that are interested in Lauri Markkanen acquiring the services of the finisher.
The finisher.
And I wouldn't be mad if he left. I would not be mad if he got traded.
I actually like marketing, but
I don't dislike him either. I don't dislike him.
I don't dislike him, but I don't want to pay him.
I don't want to pay him.
Conundrum, ladies and gentlemen.
Wendell Carter could be on the move, and there's a lot of moves around the league that could be made.
I'd trade Wendell Carter for a whole new rack of basketballs.
Oh, come on, man. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Give him a break.
And a load of towels to be traded later.
Ooh, wait a minute. That sounds good.
I'm talking about those export towels, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out my, did you guys see? Shout out my boy, the export towel, man. He had his film debut the other day. He was on an episode of Shameless. I was like, I know him.
Oh, dang.
I know.
Nice. Shout out to him.
Big time.
Shout out to the towel.
The towel with the little,
Towel
the
guy.
orange stripe.
You're on your way.
We all know.
You're on your way,
We all know
kid.
that little orange stripe.
Yeah, man. You're on your way, dog.
All right, so let's transition to the NFL for a second.
All right, last one's finish it up.
Andy Dalton is officially the quarterback of your Chicago Bears, Ideal?
Nah, because I still believe deep in my heart the draft is coming up before, it's coming up in April, at the end of April. I believe Russell Wilson will probably still be dealt. And the Bears might be able to get him. But if not, then it looks like the Red Rifle is our quarterback.
Christian Jones is back with the Bears. You like that move?
It's good.
It's a move.
It's good depth.
There's no moves that they're making that are just wowing the fan base.
Well,
I'll tell you that.
he can play multiple positions.
He played well. He played well for the Lions.
He played here as well. So it's it is what it is.
He's got a familiarity with the team and the city.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about this whole Deshaun Watson situation going on? As far as all the text messages and all the people coming forward, I say all the victims coming forward. What do you think? Do you believe it?
I think you better watch your tone.
Yeah, I think you better tread carefully.
Yeah.
No, because I'm not saying I don't believe them. There's where there's smoke.
Why we gotta say believe? Why we gotta inject that word
Because-
right there? Do we believe?
Because until you're proven innocent or you're proven guilty, you can't have your mind made up.
See, here's the problem.
You can't draw conclusions.
I can
when
only
you
go
don't have
off.
the
I can
facts.
only go off of past experience, and I explained that to you guys in the pre-show. I'm not going to get into it on the live air.
Oh no, please, because you always dish my dirty laundry.
That's not my. It's someone else's.
No,
I feel.
I'm kidding.
Wait a minute. I was like, it's not his
like,
turn.
whoa, this is
Lord.
terrible.
But-
Whoa.
Oh yeah, Rocky's right, man. We forgot. We missed over everything.
I didn't
you know
forget.
what? You know what? I'm sorry. Before I get
didn't
into the
forget
shot,
because I knew it.
no, because now it got me pissed off.
Here we go.
No, man.
All right.
So at the end of the day, I was sitting here doing some math, because you know what? I'm doing the show and I'm thinking and we're trying to do all this stuff. Now that I'm really thinking it and we're engaged, you mean to tell me? I text Mike. I go, is this what happened? So last year when they had an opportunity to grab Andy Dalton for $3 million, they said nah.
Just
What I want to do.
Just opening the wound up.
All I want to do is go ahead and get $20 million to the Jacksonville Jaguars and give them a 4th round pick to get me Nick Foles. Only to play him too soon, which is the case, and have him get to, lose his job eventually for not playing well.
Once again,
And
prove he's a backup quarterback.
Yes, prove what he is, because I told you he's garbage. He's always been trash, right?
I had hope.
No, well, yeah, that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to get into that because that's a whole nother story.
I had high hopes.
But, so he does that. They go that route. Andy Dalton ultimately signs for the Cowboys for $3 million. And then
Which is nothing.
Mitch beats out Nick. So then you turn around the next year, you let Mitch leave for $2.5 million
to go to the Buffalo Bills.
To go to the Bills.
To back up Josh
to
Allen.
turn around and give Andy Dalton $10 million.
Quick math.
And you still got Nick Foles on your roster. I was perplexed. I'd have ran him out of town.
Ryan Pace.
You did say for many days, why does
And
this
then-
man still have a job?
And then the whole point of they're like, I had to get rid of Kyle Fuller. It was because I didn't have the money anymore and I had to give it to Andy Dalton.
You gave the money to Robert Quinn last season.
So at the end of the day, you could at this whole circle, you might as well have brought in Dalton last year, paid him the 3 to lose, to give him the 2.5 now to Nick to Mitch to stay here for one more year and keep Kyle Fuller. That was what happened.
They just totally shit money. They just shit it all out. That's what they did.
I was watching this guy on the 630 The Score going on a rant.
670, yes.
Oh, sorry, 670.
No, it's okay. I
My
listen
bad,
to it
my
every
bad.
I listen to it every day. I just want to make sure you get it right.
Correction, Kenny. Appreciate it. No, but yeah, he was going on a rant about how the GM should be fired.
Absolutely, the GM should be fired.
Chris has been saying that every day. Why does he still have a job?
Well, he should be
Ryan
fired
Pace,
for his,
right?
Yeah,
Ryan Pace.
right. Yeah, Ryan Pace for his he's miscalculated grossly at the quarterback position.
Now, if he got Russell Wilson, you'd be singing a different tune.
Yeah, and honestly, to bring it back to
That
what
would have
we-
saved his job.
Yes, and to
in
bring it
your
back,
eyes.
I'd also still, unfortunately, to go back to like Bill Oxford said, unfortunately, accusations alone are not enough to take the offers off the table. And then, for Watson, I'd still be open to Watson coming here. But
wow,
for me, my problem is, like I said to you guys in the preview that we were laughing about, one person says it, you're like, you could brush that off,
Yeah.
it's he says, she said. Another person says it, you're like, man, so getting a little fishy out. Third person, you're like, oh, hell, this dude got 22 to 24 different women coming out.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Like I said,
usually.
1, 2, you're like, I don't know. But, I mean, once it got over 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And again, I hate to say it, but, man, sometimes, you gotta watch where you're going, what you're running around doing, and sometimes the company you keep. So, people aren't always certain men. If you're a woman, if you're a man, you know what I'm saying. There are certain men who are just a certain way, and man,
they're gross, and you
don't want to be alone with them.
Their
so
motives
why do
are.
you put yourselves in those situations because you think it's cute? And sometimes, boo boo, it's not cute. And it's horrible. It's just, I don't want to say something that someone takes as wrong because, look, as a young thing, I've been in certain situations and it's just not fun. So you got to know to, like, watch yourself. You know what I mean? Just watch yourself.
This is the thing about Deshaun Watson. He's pretty much known as a stand-up guy, at least up until now. And no matter what happens, let's say he's innocent, he's always going to have this still attached to him. So
that's unfair.
He's screwed one way or the other. Now, is he going to miss significant time next season? Perhaps.
He'll probably miss some kind of protocol, like six.
If
he's
guilty, he's got to deal with the consequences.
But if you're an organization and like that all clears itself up, you take that loss for that 1 year to have him for the next 4 because
I'm just gonna say, if these women
yeah.
are out there just lying to lie, then I feel, or any person who lies about that, do what you need to do to persecute them. And instead of
it's always going to raise an eyebrow when you have this many women come forward at once. It's like, why didn't you come forward a month ago, a year ago, whenever this happened?
Yes, you're right. You're saying that.
Much.
You're saying that, right? But remember how we were talking about the machine, where like is because there were some people that are saying there's theories to why this is now coming about because he wants
to get traded, and
then,
how convenient now all this is coming out.
So they were saying that, and then I was talking to Ideal, and I'm like, do you really think the machine would do something? And when I'm talking about the machine, I'm talking about that football world. Do you think they would do that to an individual to destroy them because he wanted to leave them? And I was like, well, you know what? That's even crazy for me to ask it because there's a lot of things that are unexplainable. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. All I'm going to say is, if someone comes forward, I don't think that's easy either way. I'm not here to judge. I'll let the people that's their job to do and figure it out. It's kind of, I don't know. It's very, very wishy-washy and, either way. What's right, what's wrong, I don't know.
It's a tough situation all around, and we'll obviously keep you guys abreast of the situation as it develops in the upcoming time because that's unfortunately, it's not something that's going to go away right away, nor should it. It should, proper due diligence
I hope
should be spent towards
whatever happens is supposed to happen or should happen.
Yep. Everyone that's tuned in this week, it's been great catching up with you guys. Another hour and 20 minutes in the book almost, man. We went hard today.
Had nothing better to do with your time.
Hey, but you know what? I was sitting there watching the people that were still on here that I see the eyeballs that are going, and I'm like, they're still there. So
we strong.
Yeah.
So shout out to y'all, man.
The tribe sticking it out with us.
The tribe is extra strong.
Man,
yes, we love your faces.
They know
guys.
what the best times 9 to 10ish.
We give y'all a little release.
They're at home in the comforts of their house, laughing at us. We appreciate it. We love y'all.
And before we get up out of here, Mike, is there anything you want to let the people know out there?
Yes, on that podcast with Mike Logic and Ideal, we'll be dropping episode 8 this Monday. So check that out. You can go to anchor.fm or tiny.url / on that podcast, and you can get a full list of everywhere that it's available. We have a great time talking basketball, myself and Ideal, and just a continuation or an extension of what you see here, us busting each other's balls.
Oh, it gets even worse on there because I developed
Because it's only us two.
I've developed a whole backstory now. I've come to the realization. I was asking Mike, and I was like, "So please tell me the old stories of you and the pops waking up and hitting the old Staples Center to go watch your beloved Lakers." And as you can see, the direct result, he's all bulled out today, which I love it. I love it.
And before I let you go, Jeremy's saying, "Oh yikes, Mike." He's talking about me saying, "Then why didn't these women come forward?" I'm just speaking. I'm not saying they should have came forward. I'm just saying, don't cancel me, please.
Cancel Mike Logic.
Trust me, I want Deshaun to be innocent, but if he's not, I'm not gonna.
It begs the bigger question: can you cancel something that ain't been on?
Ooh.
See, hey, this is what you get on that podcast.
Mind blown.
Times 10.
Pew 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 pew.
It's
So
all
tune in.
love. It's all love. Yeah, definitely. I look forward
And
to
don't cancel me. Thank you.
Yeah. It's all jokes over here. Words. You got anything, people?
Straight plug real quick. Equinox tape CDs now on hand, $15 a pop. Holla at your boy. I'll send you the link and you can get your own copy of the Equinox tape out now.
One of the best albums out right now, guys.
Check it out.
Check it out.
All the cool kids are doing it, so make sure you do it as
Don't
well.
be left out.
Right. Damn right.
What up, Throw MC?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your friend here, Throw MC. Hey, Roosevelt University. Hopefully this coming weekend we can get someone to check the lens on that camera that we're streaming that game on. Wipe it down. Look at it. Keep some better coverage on the whole entire field, please. So we can see the game instead of like going all the way to the left when the action's in the middle. We would appreciate it. Anyway, to all those athletes out there chasing their dreams and crushing it on the field, we see y'all no matter what sport you're in, or if you're in the water, we see you too, little swimmers. Roosevelt is going up against Trinity International University.
It's going to be a bounce back game.
This Saturday, the 27th at 7 p.m. So looking forward to that. That's going to be over at Morris Field in Arlington Heights. We need to make sure y'all are ready to crush it. Stay focused out there. Bring it. Can't be playing little patty cakes. We got to crush them this weekend, so let's get it done.
I appreciate that. From myself, I talked enough. I'll see y'all next Tuesday, 9 o'clock. Make sure you tell a friend. You know what it is. Shine It Radio.
I've been down, feeling upside down. I keep working, but the money ain't enough right now. I keep praying for the best, cause it's us right now. Keep it all to myself, hard to trust right now.
I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good one. Yeah, I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good one.